What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Dazzle video. Today, we are going to be talking about patch 7.41e. They're buffing this item. I really don't think this is a good item on Dazzle because you really want something that you can cast on yourself. So in terms of save items, I like save items that you can cast while in ult. So a lot of your value is going to come from when you have your ult up. And so Aeon Disc, obviously, if they're attacking you, you don't have to do anything. It'll proc. But this, it doesn't protect your body in any way. But the E-Blade, I think, is a better option just because you can affect your body. Like if the enemy carry comes over, blinks on you, blinks on your body, you can actually affect what happens there. So I like these save items better than the Krel's Crozier. The Divine Rapier change is actually very good for us. Okay, and the reason is Zeus. They would get Ags, they would get Yashikaya, they would get Refresher Orb. Teamfight would go on. By the way, Zeus wouldn't even be anywhere on the map, right? He would be like in his base. Fights going on over here in our triangle. I would ult. I'm saving stuff, doing stuff over here. What he would do is he would go bang, 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 bang. And then by the time the team fight is over, I'm dead. So that's why this was really annoying. So now, all these rapiers don't stack, and so he's going to do less damage. So this build where he's just AFK on the other side of the map and he just kills you is not going to work as well anymore. The Nimbus is still good against you in general just because he can do this while your body is in ult form, and you're going to have to pay attention, right? Just in case somebody jumps on you. And this is why Aeon Disc was kind of like became a necessary item in the last patch because of things like this. Like unstoppable things that you cannot do anything about while in ult form. Especially in the late game. So this is a good change for us. Thank God. So they're also nerfing the Kaya. It's pretty annoying that Refresher Shard does not work in our ult. If you have Refresher Shard in your inventory and then you ult, it actually disappears from your inventory. So it's not really the best item on Dazzle. Of course, it still helps you refresh. So sometimes you can get 2 graves off, or you can refresh and then ult again. That may be good if you need 2 hexes. But these are kind of good. They're kind of nerfing items that were annoying against Dazzle. So that's pretty good. Okay, now we get to the hero changes. Now, I don't think Dazzle gets anything again. Oh, this was really annoying. Okay, that's pretty nice. Okay, this is good too. This is great. All amazing, because I would hate playing against Clockwork 4s that, like, it's just impossible to lane against him as a 5 because they'll cogs you, burn half your mana, block camps, give vision. Okay, this is kind of nice. They're nerfing the level 25 talent dual refresh. So now it just decreases the cooldown by 30 seconds. Lone Druid is pretty strong still, I think. Oh, the refresher thing on Quap works. So if a Quap in the past, they would have to cast Sonic Wave, wait a little bit, and then cast Sonic Wave if they use Refresher. Now you can just cast them right away and they'll get double damage. Okay, Snap definitely needs to be nerfed, even though it is like my second hero. Ooh, Battle Trance grants 35% slow resistance. Okay, that's pretty good against Poison Touch. We're going to have to watch out for that. And then they're actually nerfing Zeus on top of the Rapier nerf and the Yasha Kaya nerf. Exciting times ahead. I mean, life won't change too much for us. This is a big matchmaking. This is huge. Immortal rank players have their MMR adjusted. All players are now between 1 and 9,500 MMR. I wonder what my MMR would be if I ranked up again. Interesting. So they just lowered everyone's MMR. So what happens if you hit 9,500 and you win a game? Oh my god, this is so insane. Disallow the courier from purchasing shard when its owner already has the shard. I somehow have bought 2 shards a few times in this last patch, and it's so annoying. I'm like, why did the game let me buy it? Or like, as my shard was getting delivered, we took the Tormentor and then I got the shard. but then the courier delivered my shard, and then I have 2 shards. So in terms of guides, there's really nothing that's changed. You are still playing around Poison Touch in the early game. You're taking Shallow Grave and Shadow Wave evenly as you level up, and then you'll take your ults as you hit 6, 12, and 18. A lot of the game right now is pretty high pace, so you need to have Shallow Grave available when things happen, like when a fight happens or a gank happens or anything like that. A lot of your value right now in this patch is going to be how you use your Shallow Grave, who you use it on, and so you need to have this early game. The difference between having 30-second cooldown and 22-second cooldown is a really, really big deal. The item builds really for support Dazzle are the same. Boots, stick, raindrops, bracer, and then you either, depending on the game, if you have a lot of Invis heroes on the enemy team right away, you're going to guarantee by Essence Distiller, enemy Monkey Kings, enemy Quaps, heroes that like jump in and out of fights. This is also good for, so it's still a very valuable item. Helps you also ward, deward. It also reveals smokes. Zeus over here is going to smoke, okay? You can actually break smokes with this. So you can actually see the enemy. Now, you can't click on him. Like, I can't poison touch this guy, but you know he's there. So it's pretty useful when, let's say you're in Roche and, you know, you want to make sure there's no one up here. Let's say you're taking it. You don't want to walk up here, but you know you've scanned and you know they're there. You can actually just put your Essence Distiller on the ground and it will reveal the smoked unit. Shard is still the most valuable heal item that Dazzle can buy, and I made a video on this. It's the most cost-effective heal, so it's actually something that I would buy before I buy Mech. Yules is a very valuable item against heroes like Ursa, Abaddon, Troll. You can just use them up during their really powerful ults. Even things like Legion Commander. You can cancel TPs, obviously. You can also cancel big ults like Enigma's Black Hole. Your ult can walk into the black hole without being affected, and you can use the Enigma. Same thing with CM. Maybe like a Warlock who's channeling his E. As long as you see a really valuable Yules game, you can get that first too. And you can always also Yules yourself, your own body, while you are in Nalthal Projection. So very valuable save item. Glimmer Cape, I've been buying this a little less. I've been buying a little more Yule Scepter, but Glimmer Cape is always a good item against heavy magic damage heroes. And then for late game items, I'll have to choose between Aeon Disc, Guardian Greaves, and then some sort of other luxury item. If there's a really slippery hero on the enemy team, Gleipnir, Hex, Aeon Disc has been my most favorite item just overall. Just keeps you relatively safe against burst heroes, and it just adds 2.5 seconds of time to kill you, which is really valuable. Like, you're wasting a lot of time for the enemy team. And then Greaves is amazing just to get a dispel if they have a silence. Blink also, I would kind of group this in to situational items. It's just very valuable in these really, really wide open team fights where you just need to ult and then get to your core who blinked ahead, right? And is attacking the back line, but then they counter initiated on your core. You need to blink in quickly, grave them, and then come back to your hero, because by the time you blink grave, the enemy is also going to have an enemy hero that jumps on your body and is going to be killing your body. So you need to kind of pay attention, come back, use yourself, and then kind of deal with the problems that are going on in the back line. All right, guys, I think that's it for 7.41E. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.